do this. All right, so today we're gonna talk about. Well, actually, how are y'all today? How are y'all today? So today we're gonna talk about nature. All right, and what better place to record this than outside? So yesterday I was talking to these people, and they were like, they just had a really like a materialistic paradigm where it was like and disconnected paradigm where they were like, well, humans are the most intelligent species on the planet, and nature isn't intelligent. Nature is just there, and nature isn't conscious. Nature's just there. And I told them, I was like, that I wasn't fighting with them. I wasn't fucking arguing. We were just having a conversation. That I was like, you think that nature isn't intelligent, but nature doesn't kill. Nature doesn't start wars. Nature doesn't fucking start drama. It's like, are we really intelligent or are we just smart? Is there a difference? Like, nature is high. And one of them said something that I thought was really nice. He said, like, did he say this or did I say it? I don't even know. But he was like, nature's highly conscious, but nature isn't intelligent. And I'm not saying I agree with it. I don't. But he was right about nature being highly conscious. Because no matter what, like, I think we have to move out of this, like, Darwinian, survival of the fittest mindset and paradigm where it's like everything's fighting against each other and getting to the top, and like that's all nature is. That's I think that's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. It's a fucking theory for a reason. Charles Darwin is not God. He didn't know, like, the survival of the fittest mindset is like, I'm not gonna say it's bullshit, but it's like, it doesn't make sense because, when you really look at nature, you see that it's a unified whole. It's not, fragmented parts, not everything. And that's, what the fuck was that? And that was beautiful. Okay, so it's not fragmented parts. So, like, most people nowadays, they don't see themselves as a part of nature. They see themselves as disconnected from it. So that's why we destroy it. That's why we hurt it. That's why, we break it. But we don't see that literally the fabric of nature is literally what we are part of. It's literally what's giving us life, and we don't see that because our consciousness is not aware of that. We're not at that level of consciousness. You see, like, and I was telling them nature is intelligent, and I didn't even mention, just simply, like, I think this comes from the tree. I don't know what it is. It's a nut, fucking seed. I don't know. But, like, look at that. How can nature not be intelligent? Look at the perfection of that shape. Like, literally, I picked it up on my walk and I was like, what the fuck? It's so perfect, and that you can see that in the flowers, even the rocks, the trees. There's just like spirals and shapes and everything. It's like it's perfect almost. It's like, how can something not intelligent do that? There's a big ass truck in the back. How can something that isn't conscious and doesn't have intelligence do that? How can it change seasons? How can it grow trees? Literally, we fucking destroy, like, in Chernobyl, what was it, a nuclear disaster or whatever? Chernobyl, Ukraine, when what was it? The nuclear factory went off or something. And you go there now, there's nature growing. There's literally shit growing there. How is that possible? In a fucking nuclear fucking disaster, nature still grows. It's like you can just fucking destroy it and like it still comes back. Like, that's inspirational. Come on. There's some type of like intelligence here. And most people see themselves as separate from it. It's separateness. They don't see themselves as one. And even with like, what's more appealing? You know, what are we always attracted to? The beautiful cherry blossoms or a fucking, a fucking, a fucking mech robot AI thing? You know, I'm not saying there's, again, like we can use that consciously and make and connect it with nature almost. Like it won't be like a part of it, but like, you know, if we use, you know, our technology consciously, it could be a good thing. But we're not. You know, what's more appealing? You know, the AI fucking robot or cherry blossoms in the spring? What are we always attracted to? Nature. We're deeply connected to it. And the atheists, the materialists, the fucking scientists, most scientists, they they don't they're not aware of their fucking connection with this. They see it as just there. Oh, that's a rock. That's a tree. That's a fucking perfect shape in every single nut. Every single seed has a perfect shape. Oh, yeah, that's just there. It's like, what the fuck? and one more thing, he was like, well, nature doesn't have a conscious. Nature isn't consciousness, and nature isn't intelligent because it doesn't care about right or wrong. And I was like, well, yeah, but it cares about right or wrong in the sense that everything gets taken care of. The lion gets fed, the gazelle gets fed, and that it's like a circle. It's an ever circle. Like again, it's the perception. It's the level of consciousness you look at it, the way you look at it, the level of consciousness that you come, the consciousness that you look at it with. If that makes sense. And he told me, well, he told me, well, he told me that made him think. You know, I was like, you can look at it like, you know, I just broke the nut. Pause. He said you can look at it like, you know, survival of the fittest, everyone in competition with each other, or you can look at it as a unified whole where everything supports one another. That's what I told him that, and he told me that made him think, and that's all it takes. It's just like, I'm not saying I tried to change his mind or something. We were having a conversation, but all it takes is just open-mindedness and like just, you know, the willingness to be curious about we might be wrong. We might be wrong. And I say we because it's a collective thing. And most people can't, like, people in the Middle East who are fucking, what the fuck? People who are in, like, Africa starving and the Middle East, you know, in war, they can't even think of this because they're forced to live in survival. So I'm not saying, like, everyone should just be able to do this. No, I'm not fucking stupid. It's like, and that's something we created. We created that. We created the disconnect, but that means, and we've forgotten what we truly are. But we can always connect back because it's never severed, because nature is always one. All right, that's all I got to say. You know, nature is intelligent. So get in it. Get in nature, baby. I'll catch y'all. Peace.